everybody. Welcome to the Chaddock showroom. I'm Andrew Crone, and I just wanted to say hi and give you guys a quick sneak peek of what we got going on this market. This market, we really focused on the Chaddock and showing it with layers and making it personal and feeling like you could live in this room. So it's all warm, and the textiles this market have lots of stripes and pattern and lots of linens so that you see that texture and warmth. So come on. So this is our Nora chair, which has just clean lines, and it's in this beautiful new linen print this market. And I love the little scallop detail. We added this new trim that you're gonna see a couple colorways of, this pretty blue here. And it carries that same trim onto the base of the Nora. And then our Murray sofa, which has been a bestseller, and you'll see lots of great trims throughout the showroom. I love this, a little bit lighter than the thick bullion fringes that you see out there. And then our Giselle chair in this new trellis textile that has really good hand to it. And again, you see that beautiful trim on the base of Giselle. Beautiful lines, soft curves, super comfortable. Coming over here, we have some new pieces as well as some new textiles. So I'm going to show you guys the new Hollis chair that we have here. It's got beautiful new striped awning fabric that's a linen blend. And I love the exposed wood, but keeping the arms upholstered so it's super comfortable. Just a great scale chair. And that's a new window pane for us this market that you see on the pillows, and you'll see it layered throughout again. Great hand to that as well. And I love that we layered in a Mark Sykes Acacia collection with this Benjamin Moore blue that just ties in perfectly with that awning stripe. The new fabric with that trellis pattern again, but we contrasted the buttons and another new cute little trim that we added this market. Isn't that great? And then we're showing off a new sofa here. So this is our Belrose. And we did two different sizes of this. So you have a 84 and a 92 inch on this. Everybody has loved this market. It's just clean, traditional. Love the scale of the arms. And we'll show you this beautiful little scallop detail on the side there. It's comfortable, it's simple, and it has a nice castered leg to it. Also we have this new linen print again this market. So you're seeing lots of layers and pattern, and I love how Carol, who does our showroom merchandising, layered in some of the new textiles, the trims on the pillows, all the fun little designer details. All right, so in here, I'll start with the Chartwell chair, which we put in this new Ultra fabric. It's an Ultra leather from Ultra Fabric called Promessa, and everybody has loved just this hand on it. It has over 200,000 rub count, so it's hospitality grade. It looks great on a chair, but also on ottomans, bar stools, you name it. And I'm going to show you the beautiful colors that we offer. It's fully in stock. And again, that is Promessa. And then I'll show you a new sofa that we have this market. This is our Sweetwater sofa, and we have two sizes of that. And I love how we did Moore and Giles, but also this beautiful Moore and Giles leather, but also have some texture on it with this mohair on the seat in the back, which makes it sit super comfortable. And then on the pillows here, this is a new textile that we did from Penelope. Great mill, it's super soft with, again, some texture that you'll see throughout. And I do want to point out this Moore and Giles leather. I think you can see it beautifully here. You can see the natural characteristics, the neck wrinkles. It's a pull-up and just has a lot of character to it. And then our Petite Barrel chair, which I'll show over here, has a second colorway of that scallop trim that we showed you in the front. And this comes skirted as you see it here, or with a tight base. It has a beautiful little subtle curve to it in the front. And then we did show off some of our stains this market. So this is a beautiful little Parsons table from the Mark Sykes collection. We've shown it in a nice fair and ball paint in the past with a high gloss. So we wanted to show it in oak and a beautiful stain this market. And this comes in multiple sizes, or you can customize it to any size that you need for your project. This setting, we have a couple new pieces, and this is our Camden ottoman. It's a cloverleaf ottoman, great tailoring, and it's skirted. Nice curves to it, and we did that little scallop trim that you see there in that sage color. And then our Leon cocktail table, which we had great response to. This is made in Morganton, so we can customize the size and the scale. You can do different wood species, any finish that you like, but people have loved this table. We actually got a shout out from Business of Home as well, which was fun on this table. And then we're celebrating our Studio C collection, which has been a favorite of many of you all for a long time. And we showed it with the 42-inch depth on the sofa, which I'm 6 foot tall, and it sits me just perfectly. And that's the 18.5-inch seat height. But a reminder, it comes in 2 depths and 18.5 or 20-inch seat height. And there's about 12 arms in that, which you can see on the chair here. This is the 39 depth on the chair, which I'll sit in that one too. Again, I'm 6 foot, and this just hits me in the perfect spot. So for a chair, I would prefer a 39-inch, and maybe in a living room where you just want to have it be sitting and conversational, 39 is a great depth for that. And then we showed just a love seat. This program, you can go all the way up to 120 inches, or you can scale it down, as you see we've done here on the love seat. Lots of details. This is our slope arm in the program. And I love this new textile. Again, this is a print on a linen ground. And we've got this cute little button detail on the back, which is optional. And this is our dressmaker skirt option. Then as we come over here, we have returned the Knox, which is a best-selling track arm sofa. We're not showing it free-floating, but it does have a nice relief to the back. And this has multiple sizes of sofas and then sectionals. You can really have fun with it and do a chaise on one side. We also have a bumper chaise in this program, so you can configure it how you want. It does have a little bit lower seat height. It's around 18 here, but super comfortable, and this has been a fan favorite. We're showing this in our Banks Velvet. And then this is a David Easton chair, which we haven't shown in a while, but we felt like it just fit the bill for exactly what we were trying to accomplish this market. And this is in a new stripe from that Penelope with that super soft. They actually call this fabric Cuddles, which is kind of fun because you certainly can see why. And then we're showing a new cocktail table here. This is on recessed casters, so you can move the upholstered cocktail ottoman. And you can do different wood species. We did a little bit of distressing on this, but if you wanted, this could lean more modern. Great new frame for us. And then it's in that vinyl that I showed you earlier called Promessa. So this is our Chandler chair, which has been a fan favorite for many years. Super comfortable with the knife edge back. And then we're showing it skirted and in this this new Penelope fabric here, which is a plaid, also in the Cuddles collection, if you will. So really soft hand to it. And we tied it back in with this Moore and Giles contrast leather piping, which is really nice. As we come over here, this is a new print on a linen ground as well. This is on our Nora sofa. It's a super comfortable tight back sofa, and we did contrast welt, but we also did on this little tape trim, which is fun. We just wanted it to be an 1.5 inch tape trim, but you could make it any size and use any fabric in the line, and it's a great way to tie back in to the colors that you're using on the pillows and rugs and art and all that fun stuff. You'll see that cute scallop detail on the pillow here, that new trim, this market. And then we're celebrating some of the pieces from the Acacia collection. So this is from the Mark Sykes collection. These are in stock and nice brass with the glass there. And then we have our Manhattan chair, and this is in a new stripe this market. It's got a really soft hand to it. And you see that new linen ground print there. And then again, tying back in with the contrast Moore and Giles, which I love, the juxtaposition of the rough and the smooth in that chair. And the Manhattan has a subtle curve to the front. People think it's one of the most comfortable chairs that we have in the line. And then our Bonito table, which is actually from the Ben Jonson collection, but you can see this can go modern. It can also go traditional. This is a great piece, super heavy on the bottom. Ben likes to say it's wag proof, so if somebody knocks the top, that it's not gonna tip over. But a great little accessory you can add into any project. All right, coming in here, we have some new textiles and some new product. This is our Sweet Nothings tete-a-tete, and this is in a cravat fabric that has a super soft hand to it. We tied it back in with some contrast piping. And then I love the little Mary McDonald stool that we did just in front of this cute little trim. I did want to point out just the fabrics. This fabric is part of our quick ship program, so we have 70 fabrics in the line that will work on our quick ship frames, and we can guarantee that they'll ship in 3 weeks. So either we're stocking them or our mill partner has partnered and is actually keeping a reserve for us so that it'll always be in stock. So 3 weeks on any of the quick ship program, and all upholstery is shipping in 4 weeks or less. And this is just a box showing you some of those quick ship fabrics. You're welcome to request these from our team. Be happy to give those to you. We also have them on our website, so you can check them out there. I want to talk about the dining table. So this is a new dining table this market. It's funny, we have all these beautiful tables in the line, but my wife and I were updating our dining room a year ago, and we wanted an oval table. We wanted it to be traditional to fit the house that we were renovating, but we wanted it to be simple with some added details. So this is a new dining table that we designed for our house and just launched it into the line this market. But I love the little fluted detail on the apron, nice clean tapered leg, and you have a little bit of brass on the base. It's called the Granville dining table, and we did scale it to accommodate 2, 3, 4, or 5 seats on each side. And obviously you can use true custom and change any element of this that you like. This we're showing in maple in a beautiful sort of brown stain this market. And then we paired it with some Mary McDonald chairs. And I love that we did just this nice contrast Brunswick stripe on the back. And then if you look at the nail head, we did space nail head with a cute little tape trim there. Then we have a new credenza. This is called the Catherine credenza. And what I like about it is it's a little bit lighter than some of the credenzas that you see out there. It has this nice beaded detail that you'll see around the doors, the drawers, and also the outside, so it looks beautiful from all angles. And to keep it a bit lighter, we did do a reverse bevel on the top. So you'll see that where it's not overly chunky. And you got a door on either side and then 3 drawers down the middle. And we're showing this in maple in our Tifton finish, medium sheen and medium distressing. So this collection here has had a huge success. We have our new Catherine bedside, Catherine bed. And what I love about this is it carries all the same design details as the console or credenza that I just showed you. So the lighter top, the beading around the drawer, it's simple. And we did show it in oak, which is fun this market to see how you can blend from the combination of oak and maple, but I love that sort of open grain. And then the bed we tied back in, new Catherine bed. Everybody has loved this, and we did this in maple. It just has soft curves to it. The side rails and the foot rails are all wood, which is really nice. And then we have a new end of bed bench, or it could be used in a foyer or mudroom. It has a straight back, so it could go flush against any wall. So again, this is the river bend. Great reaction to this. It comes in 2 standard sizes. One to fit a king bed and have a couple inch clearance on either side, and one to fit a queen bed as well, or you could customize it to any size that you would like. And I love the little round bolsters. We did just a cute little contrast piping there with the green to tie into the bed and the pillows. And it's a dressmaker skirt on this one, but also comes with a tapered leg. And then this is the Catherine bedside chest. It's a 3-drawer chest, also in oak. And that is in our pecan finish, medium distress and medium sheen. So we had fun with this design. It is our new Henley table, and we're really tapping into some new capabilities on turnings. We have some new equipment that allows us to do a variation in the scale of the turnings, which I'll show you here in just a second. We did pair with these beautiful Chaddock chairs with the rush seating, but I love the stretcher and the base. You can see sort of that bobbin detail, but I also love how the cylindrical leg comes into the turning that is even wider than the leg. So again, we're having some fun with this. It comes in 2 sizes, one to accommodate 2 chairs on each side, as you see here, and another that accommodates 3 chairs on each side. And again, this Henley dining table just was screaming to be shown in oak, so we did this chestnut finish, light distress, and medium sheen on oak. Turned out beautiful. Great reviews on this one. So we're here in Larry Laszlo's space, and we wanted to show you some of the pieces that we brought back, kind of a best of Larry. Haven't shown this bed in a long time, and so people were kind of finding out about this for the first time this market, which is always fun. But this is the Larry Laszlo platform bed, and it's got a beautiful channel back, and we did the in back in this strié velvet, and we did the outside of the wings in a leather. And it does have this beautiful wood detail, exposed wood detail that goes throughout the frame. And the legs and the footrails are all wood. It's a beautiful bed. What people were telling me is wing beds are in, but they want them to be scaled to where it's comfortable. And I think Larry's platform bed is perfectly suited for that. And then coming over here, I'll show you our Bushmill game table. It was funny, we actually showed this last market in a Benjamin Moore kind of light Carolina blue and did it all in maple. In this market, we're showing it in a wood finish on a sort of an ebony on oak. And then we did this nice vinyl, which you can play around with various vinyls on the top there. And I did want to point out, last market we showed the cup holder in brass, but it comes in brass or nickel. And it just looks beautiful when you have it closed. Open it up, put your drink in there. Great game table, especially for all you Mahjong folks out there. So we want to thank you for checking everything out with us this market. And if you came, thanks for being here. If you didn't, we're excited to show you some of the new things that we have going on. I also just wanted to tell you a little bit about the back end of the business. Last month, we hit a record on-time percentage, which we're really proud of. 96% on time, calculating everything from start to finish, case and upholstery. We also have the lowest lead times in company history. All upholstery is shipping in 4 weeks or less. And we have the quick ship frames, which are about 60% of our upholstery is in quick ship. We also just want to celebrate the fact that on the process side, COM seems to be coming up. About 30% of our COM business is, or upholstery business is COM. And we are doing things like checking those in same day so that you can get your order released quickly and you can take advantage of those low lead times. We also are just entering orders the same day. Simple things to help you run your business and to make an impact on your installation and keep your clients happy. So we take that personally, and we've listened to a lot of feedback, and we continue to innovate the back end of the workroom to be a great partner to you. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you soon.